Hey, it's Ken Barrett, Laundry How To. Just wanted to talk a little bit about ancillary profit centers. Our main business is laundry, and the few of the different things that get sold with them, soaps, bleaches, a couple things like that. But the basis of the business is self-serve laundry. There's a lot of some laundromats have taken that to look at what are the different ways to increase profits, use space better, and stuff like that. Like anything, there's a lot of thought needs to be put into each of the different ideas. Is it good? What's the real baseline cost to it? Sometimes you might try it out and think, hey, this is pretty good, but then when you really run it for a while and work on it, the numbers don't quite make sense. So normally you're going to have your soap dispensers, the small vending soaps, just a mechanical box. You put the coins in, you push the slider in, you turn the screw, the box of soap drops out. Fairly reasonably priced. It's a simple system. They can go from a 4 slot to an 8 slot. You might have some laundry bags in there, just a plastic bag. People who need one, they don't have a way to get stuff back home. That's your baseline. You're gonna find that in every laundry. The next step is getting into more of a vending machine type, where you can sell some bigger soaps, a bigger variety of soaps. There might be something that you're going to use 4 or 5 loads of a liquid soap as opposed to just a single box of powdered soap. That's still just the basis of the industry. The next sections from there are going to get into starting to have snack machines, drink machines, those sort of things. I've got a variety of the stores. One of my stores doesn't have anything. It's just soap dispensing. That's it. One of my other stores, I have a drink machine in there that's supplied by a local soft drink company. They maintain it all. They look after it. They drop a check in, mail me a check once every 3 months that probably just covers the cost of the power to run it. It's really not a profit center for me. It's more of a convenience for customers, but at the same time, it's not inconvenient for me. So if there is a problem with the machine, I might get a refund slip, and I'll give them a refund for $1 or whatever. So at that situation, I'm really losing money, but people think it is mine because it's in there, and by the time I get a hold of the other company, it's just not worth the hassle. I might as well just mail a check out for $1.35 and keep my customers happy. The other store I have a snack vending machine and a drink machine. The drink machine, right now I'm having problems with it. I need to get it replaced. So we're just selling drinks over the counter from the attendants in a small fridge. The snack machine, I got a really good deal on it. So it was used, but it's works great. All the slots work on it and the coin mechanism and stuff. We keep it stocked up and full. It takes about an hour a week for one of my attendants to fill it up. I actually bring somebody in extra on Monday mornings to inventory the snack machine, fill it up, make sure we've got all the stuff from the storage area into the working area of the store. So we've got maybe a couple months worth of supply in the back, and we don't want to have just all that out there. So we have somebody who brings in just enough to keep it in the main area of the drop-off area, that we've got enough there without having too much. Keeps it rotated through, and if something happens I can't get for more supplies or whatever goes on, I've got enough there to get through. Just have a really bad month, I don't have to worry about going out to buy stuff. So that's it takes about an hour a week, and there's numbers to look at on that, where there's my time to go get the supplies. To try and buy those, get it delivered, you're really starting to add some costs onto it, and you better be making some pretty good volumes out of it to cover the cost. So I buy mine at a local membership big box warehouse type store. I'll go down there about once every 3 weeks, maybe once a month, and load up this little VW to the top with everything I need for the store. There's a few specialty items I do order and get them dropped off, but for the most part, a lot of it comes from there. And the vending itself, as much as it seems like it's making money, you really need to look at your situation. If, let's say, out of your vending machine you make $100 profit at the end of the month, and that's counting in some of the losses you have for outdated snacks that you got to pull out because they're past their due dates, etc. Well, out of that $100, if you've got an attendant that spends an hour a week on it, even at minimum wage, you can still round that up to about $10 an hour pretty quick. So there's $40 gone. If you've got to spend 2 hours driving down and getting the supplies and bringing them back and unloading them, sorry about that, train tracks, getting the supplies and unloading them, you're down, depending on whether it's just kind of adding on to what you're already doing or if it's an additional trip, you're down to $60 profit here. So if it's a couple hours, what's your time worth? Is it $30 an hour? Then you broke even. If it's $20 an hour, you made a bit of a profit. So you really got to kind of look at those and go, where's the difference between just having it there as a convenience for the customers, and if you're just doing it for that and you're really not worried about the profit, why not just contract it out to a vending company and have them come in and deal with it all? They can deal with the waste and the extras and the supplies. So it's something you just need to weigh the options at it. The numbers might look great up front, and if you're just using an attendant who's there anyways to keep it stocked in inventory, then you're not, you don't really have that cost. With myself, I'm busy enough with my attendants that I don't want to leave it to somebody during the week because they just don't get to it. It'll just empty out, and so it's better to have it done at the same time every week. Bring somebody in for a few hours, get it all done. They focus on that, and they're not just trying to fit it in when they can. Other, laundries, they've taken it to the next level from that. They might have put it in a tanning salon or vending machine or gaming machines, just a bunch of different stuff like that. You get an old arcade game that takes up the same amount of space as a washer. So you really got to weigh around. You want to have something for the kids to do, but how many of those do you put in before you start saying, well, am I making more money on laundry or am I making more money on running the arcade games? And like most of those, the arcade game breaks, how long is it going to be before you can get it fixed? At the very least, get it out of the way. Nobody wants to keep coming in and seeing the out of order sign on it. After a while, the kids just get, they're just getting frustrated now because they were playing it and they were having a good time once a week, and now it's been out of order for a month. So, look at the different, the base stuff you have to provide, your minimum single load vending soaps. Everything else on that, it is another profit center, but is it really a profit center that's going to make a profit? Look at your time, your tenant's time. Do you need to bring in extra people? Is there any losses and waste? How much inventory do you have to have? If you're looking to just have an unattended laundry with somebody coming in once in a while, you don't want us to have inventory. That's the idea, is have a non-inventory business. So, like I said, throw those around, see what works for you, but really truly weigh the cost of what it is, and don't forget your time. Your time's worth something too, and put a dollar figure to it. If you want to be $30 an hour, or $50 an hour, or $100 an hour, put a dollar figure to it, and whenever you're calculating stuff, whether it's counting money, working on machines, just driving between stores, what is that dollar figure that you're worth, and at what point do you start paying somebody else to do it? So think about those ideas, and we'll talk to you later on.